We are not headed for World War III. Get that out of your head. I know a lot of you are spooked. We are not headed for World War III. Get that out of your head. I know a lot of you are spooked because of the Russia-Ukraine war and the coup in Niger, and then of course all the instability in the Middle East.
Shalom, Kahlo Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Wakar, Kodash. I want to give double honor to the Apostle Great Millstone and the elders who were well. Peace and blessing to the elect. Salutation and honor to all you Akim out there that are laboring and that are in the work and faithful and in true. Now, this Edomite said we are not heading for World War III. What I'm saying, that Babylon is heading for World War III. And World War III will happen. It will come to pass, as mentioned in Revelation, the 11th chapter and the 14th verse, when it says the second war is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So a third woe cometh quickly, and woe is destruction. And what happened during World War I and World War II, there was a lot of destruction that was happening during those two great war, and it's coming again. And this time is going to be a major war. It's going to be a final war to end all war. And within that war, America, which is Babylon the Great, as mentioned in Revelation, will be destroyed. So yes, a third world nuclear war is coming. And Babylon, which is America, is going straight forward. Let's continue on.
And then there's a lot of fear with China and Taiwan. But there is something that exists right now that didn't exist in World War I or World War II. And that is worldwide military presence of the most powerful military in the history of the world, the United States. Russia's military is currently weak and depleted. They are losing ground in Ukraine.
Now this guy said Washington military is weakened, is weak, it is depleted, and they're losing ground in Ukraine. This dude have no idea, man, that how powerful Russia is in right now. If Russia wanted to, man, he could end Ukraine within the first step, within the first day. He said they set foot in Ukraine. Russia could blow up Ukraine off the map easily, man. With the weapon of mass destruction that Russia have, it could easily blow off Ukraine off the map, man. Russia is not weak. And Russia is gonna be the main front. He's gonna be the main one that's gonna lead all this other nation, to that great war, to fight against America. Russia will be the main one that'll be leading this charge against America, man. It is the Lord that's putting the spirit in Russia to rise up against America, against Babylon. Russia is not weak. Russia is much more powerful than the United States, man. Russia have a nuclear missile called hypersonic missile. A hypersonic missile, a powerful missile that America can't even counterattack, man. This Edomite man, he's boasting about America's strength, about how powerful America is. Let's continue to hear the rest of what he says.
Is supplying Ukraine with old weaponry that is actually beating the Russians back, and they are testing out new weaponry. China has spent and lent tens of billions of dollars to dozens of countries developing all over the world, primarily in Africa. So they definitely do not want a war there because that would definitely harm their interests. China has set a recent timeline to take Taiwan by force, but they have done so in the past and it has not come to fruition. They doesn't want to go to war to take Taiwan. If they ever do try to take the island, it would be in a way where they could take everything very quickly with the minimum amount of bloodshed possible. They are not going for a long and protracted conflict. So China and Russia are out of the picture. Please tell me, what other military power could even make the United States break a sweat in a conflict?
You see this guy, man? He's boasting. He still think that America is still on top. He still believe this. He might still believe that no one can overthrow America. He think that Washington, China is weak. He think that America is still a powerful nation. And there's no other country that can make America sweat. You know, there's no other country that can overthrow America, but there is, and that's Russia, China, you know, India, and all those other nations that have nuclear capability. All those other nations, man, they're all going to join military. They're all going to join hand in hand with each other to overthrow America. This fool really believe that America will continue on forever. America can never be taken. As mentioned in Obadiah chapter 1 verse 3, and he says, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And that's exactly what this Edomite is saying, man. You know? Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And that's how a lot of those Edomites here in America are thinking, man. Not just the Edomite, but all the other nation. You know, who are in that melting pot here in America. They all believe that America is that powerful, mighty nation, and no other country in the world can overthrow her. But they forgot that there's a power in heaven. There's a power in heaven who is Yahweh and his son Yahushua. They have the power to overthrow this country, man, in a blink of an eye. And the Lord's going to use those other nations, man, to overthrow America. Saying that what other country that, you know, that can make America break a sweat now that Russia and China is out of the picture. He has no idea, man, just how much of a danger the United States of America is right now. And how all these other nations are gathering or making an alliance, joining forces, man, to go against America. Even Britain, America, one of America's top allies, is going to turn her back against her when that day do come. America is going to stand alone in that Third World War when that day do come, man. And all them other nations are going to shoot the missile right at her. In fact, we got in Obadiah chapter 1 verse 7, and he says, all the men of that confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. You hear that? All the men of that confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. So all this nation right now who are still in allegiance with the United States of America, right now they're still in alliance with America. The time's gonna come when they're gonna break that pact, man. When they're gonna break that peace pact with the United States, and they're all gonna turn their back against the United States. You know? And the scripture said, and prevail against thee. And how are they gonna prevail against America? By shooting missile right at her, man. By going to war with the United States of America. America is not going to be able to overcome this great collision alliance that's going to be coming for her. She's not going to be able to stop the alliance, man. America is not going to have the power to stop Russia. America is not going to have the power to stop China. I wonder why? Because the Lord is the one that put the hook, you know, who put the spit in those nations to rise up against them, man. Look at all those other nations in Africa. Look at all those countries in Africa, man. All those 49 leaders who align themselves with Russia. And then you got more other nations that are planning to join a big nation. America is gonna stand alone in that great fight, man. And not only that, you know, America is losing power, man. To our economy, man. Our economy is about to crash. America is just repeating the same thing that the woman empire did in the past life, man. The woman was destroyed from the inside through civil war, you know, through civil war, and at the same time they were out there warring with other nations, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. Here in America, there's going to be a wage war, a civil war. Meanwhile, while they're out there fighting other country, man. America is on her last leg, man. And those nations are going to prevail against her. And bring out in Jeremiah, let's see here. 51. Better be for more Akim. While I get the precept. Tell you, man, people are fooled to really think that America is not is gonna continue on forever, man. Oh, there it is. It's Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. And he said, "For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nation." An assembly of great nation, man. The Lord's gonna put the spear in all these other nations to rise up against Babylon. In that day, when all the nations gonna gather up into that one spot, man, to make war with each other. Lord gonna put the spear in all these other nations, man, to fight, America, to turn their back against America, and join Warsaw, man, to join Warsaw to blow up America off the face of the map. And he says, for lo, I will raise and cause up to come up against Babylon. And like I said, America is spiritually Babylon all over again, man. It's spiritually Babylon all over again. When those prophets was having that dream, when they were having that vision of a kingdom that the Lord was showing them to that vision, the kingdom that they saw in their vision, was America. And all the similarity that those prophets saw that was happening in America, all the things that was happening in America is the exact same thing that was happening in Babylon. And those prophets, and the prophet, when they had that dream, they compare America to Babylon. And they say America is Babylon. The very same thing, the very same spirit, man. And they're back here today. And he says, I will raise a cause to come up against Babylon, an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in a way against her. From thence she shall be taken. You see, they shall set themselves in a way against her, man. All this nation, man, they're gonna surround all this nation, especially those nations that have those nuclear capability. They're all going to surround America, man. America will be surrounded in all sides. And they're going to set themselves, man. They're going to have their weapon, They're going to have their weapon and stand by and ready for an attack, for the final attack, man. Against America. And he says, from this she shall be taken. Their arrow shall be as of a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain. You see, none's going to return in vain, man. Though there's going to be a third world war. And when this happens, man, America is going to be overtaken by all those other nations. Now those nuclear power, those nuclear weapon of mass destruction. There is no saving the United States of America. There is no saving, man. America is finished. America is finished, man. We are living in the last day right now. We are living in the last day. And in fact, and if you, like I said, if you think that Britain's gonna stay with America in the last day, she's not. If you think all those EU nations are gonna stay with America, they are not gonna stay with America, because they themselves, like I said, they all eventually it's gonna come a point where they're all just gonna take the winning side. They're gonna go to Warsaw and join Warsaw to blow off America off the map. And there it is right here in Revelation chapter 17. Verse 16, and he says, in the 10 horn which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And the 10 horn which thou sawest upon the beast, The 10 horns represent the EU nation, man. All the EU nation. You know, that's what's upon the beast. These shall hate the whore. And who's the whore? America. America is that whore, man. That's going around the world, fornicating with every nation around the world. America is that whore. She wants to open her leg up for everybody, man, to enter. She is that whore. Every nation want to come to America. Every nation want to fulfill their wicked desire here in America. Because the wicked thing that they could do here in America, they cannot do it back home. That's why so many people are coming here and flowing here into America. Because America give them the opportunity to do whatever the hell they want. Knowing it is against the law of the Most High. You could be a homosexual, you know, a beast, because you could be out there committing bestiality. You could do all sorts of nasty shit, you know, that whom the law is against. Eating all type of filth. America promote all this wickedness here in Babylon. Now the Lord is going to overtake this place and destroy it, man. By putting the spirit in all the modern nation to rise up against her, man, in battle. And they're all going to shoot their missile right at America. And he says, and these shall hate the whore and shall make her desolate and naked and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And what's going to cause her to be burned with fire? That nuclear missile. That nuclear missile was going to cause her to be burned up, man. Because when the missile hit its designated target, it's going to create a whirlstorm of fire. It's going to blow up everything within its reach. No one is going to survive. No one here in America is going to survive. Not that Edomite, no one. No one's going to survive here in America, man. Everyone is going to die in that third world nuclear war here in America. And the only one that's going to make it out of that great destruction are the elect men of the nation of Israel. And I'm speaking about the so-called native Indian, and so-called Lion tribe, and the so-called Negroes that are here in America right now. They're the one that make up the 12 tribal house of Israel, but only a small remnant of them that's going to make it out of that great destruction. 2/3 of our people going to die right along with this devil here in this video. America is finished, man. America is done. America is done, man. There's no saving this country. There's no saving this country. As the scripture said, we would have held Babylon, but she is not here. She is not here, man. You know? And he said, forsake her. In every country, in every nation, man, are going to forsake about America in that last day, man, in that final hour. And when you go to Jeremiah 51 verse 11, he said, make bright the arrow, gather the shield. The Lord hath raised up the spirit of the king of Mede, for his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord and the vengeance of his temple. So America is done. America is done, man. I don't care what this and that, or this could be, or this could happen. Whatever this guy the Edomite is saying, man, you know, World War III will happen regardless, man. It will happen, and we're already at World War III. When we think about it, we're already at World War III. He just haven't escalated yet, but we're already at World War III. America is all over the place, man. You got war over Ukraine. You got America in the Middle East. Everywhere, man. People are gearing up, making plans. Talk about, oh, he's not going to do this because of interest, not going to do that because of this. No, war is going to happen. And they're going to be death in all sides, man. And you're going to have all the countries that are going to get blown up by the missile too. Russia, China, of course, they may get hit with the missile. You know, but the one that's going to get hit the most with the missile is America. And America is going to be the one that's going to get blown off the map completely, man. When all these other nations shoot the missile at her, man. She's going to be the one that's going to get hit the most, multiple times, by nuclear missile from every other countries around the world that have that weapon. You people are about to be in for a rude awakening. Once World War III is declared, man, you're about to be in for a rude awakening, man. We already are pushing that breaking point, man. You know. And once that button is pushed, there is no turning back. There is no turning back. And then we go back to let's see here. Go back to Jeremiah 50. And we go back again to Jeremiah 50 and 9. He said, "For lo, our words and cause to come up against Babylon, an assembly of great nation from the north country, and they shall set themselves in the way against her. From thence she shall be taken, their hour shall be as of a mighty expert man, and none shall return in vain." Once Russia, China, and India, you know, and all the other nations that are in the Legion of America that have that nuclear missile, once they launch that missile out of that silo, that missile will not be able to return back. You know, that missile is gonna hit its designated target. You, like the scripture said, as a matter of expert man, none shall return in vain. No one's gonna be able to stop that missile. It's not gonna be a special button where you press and the missile just blow up in the sky. Nope. Once they push that button, that missile is gonna keep on going and going and going until it hit its target. And everyone that are in the range of this target are going to die, going to turn into dust, man. Are going to turn into dust. And all this is going to happen during that Third World Nuclear War. America is not going to survive that Third World Nuclear War, man. She's not going to survive. And he says, and we read in Isaiah chapter 13, verse 18. In fact, let me start verse 17. He says, Isaiah chapter 30 verse 17, "Behold, I will stir up the mead against them, Russia. We shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men into pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children." You see? The Lord is stirring up all the nations, man. Not just Russia, but all the nations. You know? And they end up, and one now there's no such thing as peace talk. There's not going to be no such thing as peace talk when that day do come. Because everybody's going to be gunning for America now. They're not going to be coming after him, man. And he says, we should not, and he said, "And behold, I will stir up the meat against them. We should not regard silver, and as for gold, they should not delight in it." No amount of gold or silver is going to be able to save America from her complete downfall, man. From a destruction. No amount of gold or silver, no amount of peace talk is going to save her, man. From a judgment. Because it is the judgment that only Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. He says in Babylon, America is that Babylon, man. Those same spirit back then, or they're here today. In Babylon, the glory of kingdom in America, known as a glorious kingdom, the land of opportunity. Was it America known for that? Why now she's not like that? But isn't she known for that throughout the world? Everybody want to come into America to live out that lifestyle, that dreams, you know, to make it big. Everybody was struggling to get here to America. Just look what's happening in New York. You know, you got everyone's struggling to come into America, man, because they still believe that they can make it here in America, not knowing that America is going to get destroyed, man. Not knowing that America is about to crash. But people are still watching here to get to America, thinking that whatever the dream that they have, they're going to be able to fulfill it, but their dream is about to become a nightmare very soon, just by coming here in America. And he says, the beauty of Chaldee excellency shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And how did the Lord overthrow Sodom and Gomorrah? With fire and brimstone. And how is America going to be overthrown? By fire. Great nuclear fire, man, is going to swamp this whole place whole, man. Nuclear fire is going to cover the whole entire land. This whole place is going to be engulfed in fire. This whole land, United States of America, is going to be engulfed in fire, man. It's going to get swallowed up in fire. And what's going to cause those fire, man, is going to be those missiles that's going to be hitting this place, man. Those missiles are going to be pounding this place to dust. And no one will survive. And we read in verse 20, it shall never be inhabited, neither it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian peace tent there, neither shall the shepherd make their fold there, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there. So after this place get destroyed, man, this place will no longer be inhabited anymore. Because of the great destruction that will come upon her, man. It's going to turn into a desert after that. And Russia is going to be the main one that's going to lead the charge against America. America is not going to survive that third world nuclear war. She will not survive it. And we are, like I said, World War III is right around the corner, and it's soon, and it's gonna escalate. And we are waiting in World War III, but it's gonna escalate to something to major, to something even more big, man. It's gonna come to a point where the whole world is gonna eventually head toward that third world nuclear war. And America is going to be the main one in front of it, and she's gonna be the one that's gonna be destroyed in that third world war completely. There's no hope for America, man. America is done. It is prophesied that America, which is Babylon, which is Sodom and Gomorrah, which is Egypt all over again, it is prophesied that America will be destroyed, and it will happen. You can already see the sign. It's coming. It is coming, man. This whole world is heading toward a global third world war. And there's going to be death on every side, major death on every side. Get ready, man, and be prepared. It is coming. Don't listen to this devil, man. This Edomite devil saying there ain't gonna be no war. You know, World War III can possibly happen. It's gonna happen, and it will happen. You know, and I don't know how it's gonna happen. You know, or what's gonna spark the third world war to get the whole world involved in it. But it's gonna happen. It's coming real soon. You best believe it. You know. So with that, I'm gonna say, Kol Haloi Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Makar Kodash. And I want to give double honor to the apostle of Great Millstone and the others who rule well. Peace and blessing to the elect, and salutation and honor to all you Akim out there that are laboring and that are doing the work in faithful and in truth. So with that, I'm gonna say Shalom.